Hi, my name is Stan. I work here at Kitemana, and working at Kitemana comes with pretty nice perks. We get to try all the latest gear from all the brands we sell. My go-to kite the past year was the Reedin Hypermodel, but today Reedin just dropped a new kite named
Master Model! It's flipping epic!
Just like the Hypermodel, this kite is also made in the Brainchild factory. This is a place where the most advanced kites of the world are made. Instead of stitching, the panels are welded together. This makes the kites incredibly light. In fact, the kites made in the Brainchild factory are the lightest on the market. This Master Model uses a 5-strut setup with a 6-point pulley-less bridle system. Another thing that stands out from the Brainchild factory is the incredible graphics. The graphics are actually printed onto the kites. And to be honest, this Master Model might have the sickest graphics coming out of the factory until now. But looks aren't everything. Does the Master Model really performs like a master? Today we will find out. We have some nice big air conditions and maybe even some sun. I will test this kite together with some of the Reedin crew members. You might know him, Kevin Langeree, and also Stan van de Ploeg. So enough talking for now. Let's pick up the guys and drive south to the Maasvlakte actually. The wind there is a little bit better than here in Noordwijk. Here it's a little bit offshore, but there it should be fine. So let's go! Okay guys, we arrived at the Maasvlakte. Kevin is here already. Look there, there's Kevin. Yo Kevin!
What's up, dude?
How are you? Perfect, good. You had a nice week in Tarifa, I saw on Instagram and stuff.
It was great there. It's slightly colder here, but that's okay. This is typical Dutch fall weather. But you know, I think I've got something for you that's gonna warm you up a little bit because we're launching a brand new kite.
Actually today.
Today.
It's out now.
Exactly, and it's our first ever 5-strut kite, ladies and gentlemen. And we're really excited. We're launching this kite. We're calling it the Master Model, and it's right here. Look at that. What do you think of the look?
I think it's one of the best. I already told it to the guys, but already one of the best graphics coming out of the Brainchild factory we have seen so far. So
that's at least the first good compliment of the morning.
It looks promising, but I'm not sure yet. We have to try it first.
But you haven't even flown it yet.
No, not yet.
You know, the philosophy behind this kite, what we wanted to achieve is we wanted to make a super easy jumping kite. Meaning, you know, this kite is going to help you break your woo or surfer record. It's gonna, you know, it's one of these kites where you can have the bars sheeted out, sheet them in. Yeah. Even if your takeoff is not great, you're gonna go up like crazy. And you got to be careful you don't catch a cold up there because you're going to go very flipping high. It is a high performance kite, but it is not a kite that is as high performing as the Hypermodel. Okay. Because the Hypermodel is very precise steering, super quick. The Master Model is not like that. It's an easier kite. Right away when you're going to fly the kite now, I think you're going to feel at home. Okay. And that's something I really enjoy, and I think you're going to enjoy too.
Personally, I love the Brainchild X Reedin feeling, so I'm really curious,
It's flying away. That's how light it is.
Yeah, it's really nice. If you compare to other 5-strut big air kites on the market, what's the difference?
You know, the cool thing that we're able to make this kite together with, you know, Damien and Ralph, having two of the best kite designers in the world, working on a 5-strut kite. It's the first time we're launching a 5-strut kite. You know, this thing is just going to blow your mind, especially coming out of the Brainchild factory. The characteristics are, you know, it's just such an easy kite to jump high with. And I started kiting because I wanted to jump as high as possible because I love the feeling of flying. And this kite is going to bring you up there. And I think if you look at other 5-strut kites, some of the traditional 5-strut kites, they're quite slow. Yeah. They're quite draggy and they're heavy. And that's why we wanted to stay away from the 5-strut. But now with the Brainchild technology, we're able to make the kite much lighter, perform much better. Yeah. And I think that's, you know, the things that gives us such an advantage over some of the other 5-strut kites in the market.
Okay, we of course have the Hypermodel in the range already. Where does it place in the lineup? For who is this kite?
So this is definitely a kite that's made for, I want to say, almost everybody. Everybody that wants to jump nice. So it doesn't matter if you're, you know, in your 50s and your record is like 8 or 10 meters on the woo. This is a kite for you. If, you know, guys want to break their record up to like 30, 35, 36 meters, then this is your kite. it's an easy to fly kite. So it is definitely a kite for a very big range of people that are looking for a kite that's easy, comfortable, and gets you up in the air like crazy.
That's what we want, right?
Exactly, that's what I want. It's so light, it just wants to fly.
Okay, let's make it fly then, right?
Should we put on some wetsuits?
Let's go. Okay, let's rig up and go.
Okay, sure. NK windmolens koppen, kijk. Dus de truc is, je springt en dan precies tussendoor. Ah, dat gaat vast lukken.
Ga je hoog springen naar Kevin vandaag?
It's Kevin. Ik weet het niet. The stand van de ploeg is also here. He is a Kitemana ex-Reedin team rider. He is rigging up the 11. You have been riding a prototype as well, right?
Yeah, I've ridden a prototype a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
I don't feel immediate
Differences.
but I think I have to ride it first.
Yeah, we have to ride it first.
We go, ladies and gentlemen. Master Model coming straight at you. Get it at Kitemana. It's flipping epic.
First impression, light on the bar. Compared to the hypermodel, I would say about the same steering pressure. It's slightly slower, but that doesn't really matter though. The 10 is still fast enough to do kite loops. Easy kite loop, even on this 10 meter. Wow.
There we are, riding the Master Model in Holland, and we're out here with the Kitemana guys.
Oh yeah, that's the wind. Look at this. What the fuck?
And the kite just keeps jumping higher and higher. Look at Stan there. He's absolutely loving it. The wind is definitely picking up. I'm still on the 11. I think Stan 6 to 9 meter. Good to try all the sizes. And it's epic. week. Master Model. I think the guys are really stoked. And I can tell you one thing, Kitemana has them on stock. So if you're stoked as well, you love this video, hit the like button, go to kitemana.com. I'll see you on the water with your brand new Master Model. I'm gonna warm up now, later.
Okay, we are back in Noordwijk. We had such a nice session. Yeah, when we started, the wind was around 23 to 27 knots. I was on a 10 meter with 24 meter lines. When I first launched the kite, I could directly feel the Reedin DNA in this kite. Like I mentioned during the session, this kite has a light bar pressure. Some kites that have light bar pressure, you lose a bit of feedback and feeling in the bar, but that's definitely not the case with the Master Model. I could feel where the kite was all the time without even looking at it. Yeah, and that gave me a really confident feeling. Throughout the whole bar throw, there's a lot of feedback. Even when the bar is fully sheeted out, you can still steer and control the kite easily. This is a common thing on Reedin kites, and it's definitely back within the Master Model. The jumping is really easy. Even though my takeoffs weren't perfect, the kite was always on the outside of the wind window, which is perfect when you're riding overpowered. Before the session, Kevin came up to me and gave me a little tip. I'm really used to the hypermodel, and with this kite you have to take off a little bit different. If you really want to go as high as possible with this kite, you should ride into your takeoff with the bar fully sheeted out. Since the kite is still really easy to maneuver in this position, then as soon as you are in the air and the kite is pointing to 12 o'clock, then you sheet in the bar. As I am used to the hypermodel, that kite is a little bit more technical. That tip really made a difference, so thank you, Kevin. Okay, let's now talk about the kite loops. Let's take this loop as example. As I take off, my kite isn't really in a good position to go for a kite loop, especially with a 10 meter kite. My kite is even pointing a little bit to the left, but as I go up, the kite shoots to 12 and gets into the position where it should be to go for a kite loop. This combined with the fast turning speed of the kite allows me to land the loop really easy and also land really soft. So that was a really good thing. Then the wind picked up. It was around 30 to 35 knots and it was pretty gusty. I was still on a 10 meter with 24 meter lines. Even then I could hold down the kite really easy as it's that far on the side of the wind window. You just push hard on the board and it shoots upwind and it stays there. So the high end was really good. Then I really couldn't resist and switched to the 9 meter with 14 meter lines. I think with the Master Model you can better pick a smaller size than a bigger size. This kite just has so much jumping ability. You can better ride a smaller size than a bigger size too overpowered. Even though I was with the 9 on 14 meter lines, I could easily jump higher than I was jumping on the 10 meter with 24 meter lines. So that says quite a lot, I think. I did one loop and a gust hit me and I pulled the loop way too early. Kite came in front of me and I just fell out of the sky and there was no line tension whatsoever. The water was pretty shallow, so yeah, that was a bit scary, but luckily the Master Model saved me just before the landing. Thanks, Master Model. Okay, to wrap things up, I think this Master Model is a really good big air kite. Maybe not a Master Model because this kite is so easy to fly and do maybe your first loops on. Very good hang time, very quick loops. This kite is just so easy to fly. Yeah, it's just not only for masters. I can honestly say this is one of the easiest 5-strut kites I ever ridden or have looped. So the stock from Reedin just arrived. If you're interested in buying one of those, scan this QR code to know availability. And thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Ciao.